Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday afternoon, spending part of your Sunday with us. We appreciate it. Staying connected with your team, it is so wonderful. And for you guys who are watching the rewatch, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the rewatch and to catch up with your team and get all the updates. It's awesome. So we're going to dive right in here. We're going to do our product spotlight, and we are going to talk today about MegaX. I feel like MegaX is kind of an unsung hero in the Plexus products, especially with the new ones coming online. We kind of forget what we have sometimes. You guys will have to forgive me. I tried plugging in my headset so there would be less noise, but my headset isn't working with my computer, so I'm at a coffee shop. So if it gets loud and you can't hear me, just let me know. All right, so let's dive into MegaX. MegaX is a broad spectrum plant-based omega that delivers the heart-healthy benefits of fish oil without the unpleasant aftertaste. Omega-3 fatty acids are super healthy and support everything from your heart to your brain and even help manage stress. Big deal. So, supports the brain health, supports healthy lipid levels, helps with stress management. It delivers that broad spectrum of omega fatty acids. It contains ahi flower oil, which contains omega-3 stearidonic acids. It's formulated with sustainable sourced ingredients. It's free from contaminants like mercury from fish or PCBs. It's easy to swallow. They're literally, I wish I had one on me, but they're literally tiny. And there's no fishy aftertaste. It's gluten-free, it's non-GMO, it's an awesome product. So it's got that ahi flower oil, that flower seed, that's rich in omega-3s. It has pomegranate seed oil, rich in punic acid, beneficial fatty acid with structural resemblance to conjugated alpha-linolenic and linolenic acids. So basically, pomegranate oil is absolutely amazing. There's actually, I think, a diamond or a jewel that did just kind of broke down what the MegaX is all about. And I will make myself a note and I'll post that. I'll find that video where they talk about the MegaX and I'll post that. Because it made me have so much respect for this product when I was hearing these amazing naturopaths and herbalists talk about how cool our omega is. Also has avocado oil, which is high in oleic acid and a good source of lutein. So this is an amazing product. What I love about it is it's also anti-inflammatory. So it is wonderful for people who may not be able to take our Ease, because if you're allergic to shellfish, you can't take our Ease products. So upping your MegaX is an awesome idea. Also, it helps with stress management. So keep in mind, I know the bottle says it recommends 2. Think of that as a maintenance. You might need to take 4 to get a good solid to make it actually work, to have it help you. So just remember that sometimes when we're taking these products, we're going to figure out what works best for our body. And the MegaX is one of those that you might need to up in order to see that difference. Always start slow. I always say start with 2, but you can up it by 1. And then try it again and see when you notice that difference. And then as you do that for a couple of weeks, you can go in the opposite direction and see if you can come down to a maintenance dose. So MegaX is wonderful. I take mine every night to help sleeping, and I love it. I love the MegaX. I used to take fish oil all the time, and I hated it because I basically took it because I knew it was good for me, but I always had the aftertaste, and it was just nasty. Even when I took those eccentric coated blah 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 that were supposed to not be where you wouldn't burp it up, I still did. So I love the MegaX as an option. I love that it's plant-based. I love that it's non-GMO, and I love that I know what I'm getting, and I don't have to worry about frankenfish, because that really is an issue when you've got fish coming out, fish oil coming from sources that we don't know for sure. So that is our MegaX. I will post that video on MegaX so you guys can watch it, kind of do a little bit more in-depth product spotlight watching that video on MegaX. And that is our product. Are there any questions, or does anyone have anything to share about MegaX that they love? You're gonna have to wave at me. I've muted everybody. Let's see, or wait, here we go. All right, I think Ember has something. Ember, I can barely see you, but I'm gonna unmute you. Okay, go ahead.
No, I didn't have anything.
Oh, okay. I'll mute you. Sorry. Okay. I think there's a way, if you're just watching me and you're not using your video, there's a way to raise your hand. So you can like hover over yourself and you can click on the little button and you can say, let's see here. Oh, there we go. And Christy, perfect. All right, Christy, there we go. What you got? Oh, Christy commented in the thing. So, Christy, go ahead. You can talk. I unmuted you.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay, so I take it at night, and because I don't like the aftertaste. And then this morning I took it. I thought, okay, I'll just try it, and I took it with my protein, and it almost makes me nauseated. So I'm at church, and I'm like, ew, I could just puke. And it's like, you know what it is? It's the aftertaste of it. So for me, I'm just going to stick to the night. I'm not even going to try that again.
That is funny. Well, I'm glad you found something that works to where you can actually get it in you. I have never tasted MegaX aftertaste. That's funny how so many people are so different. But that's a great thing to take it at night. Mega.
I take 2 of them too.
Yes.
So should I only be taking 1?
No, 2 is the recommended. So if you're the biggest thing is if you're not noticing a difference, you can try 2, or try 3 or 4. So especially for people who are looking to use it as an anti-inflammatory or to help with stress, they might need to take more to get what they're looking for.
Okay.
That's just to keep in mind for people. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. I'm going to go ahead and mute, and I'm going to dive into, let's see, it's almost 4:15. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in here to our team Zoom talking about convention. Guys, I am so excited about this. Thomas and I are finally getting a chance to kind of break down what we're going to need, where we're going to go, and all the dates and everything. So I'll share with you what we have so far. Just keep in mind this is all still in the works. And, oh, hold on. Shannon raised her hand. Oh, wait, hold on. I hit the wrong one. Ah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We're transitioning. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I don't know if this is really a question for this right now or if I need to look it up on my own, but I feel like maybe I've learned this in the past, but I just don't remember. Do you know, or does anyone know, omegas, are they supposed to help with short-term memory problems? Do you know about that?
Because they're so good for the brain, I believe they can have an effect on short-term memory loss. But that would be something great to look into further because I'm not sure the details on that. But with how it supports the brain, I think that it does.
Yeah, so I know it helps make it super smart. Remember. Okay, thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to dive in here. All right, convention. So we're going to be in Nashville. We're going to be by the Music Hall Convention Center. So we're going to be using 2 different things. They're like right across the street from each other as far as where convention is going to be. Because there's a bigger like concert hall where we'll all be able to gather. I'm sure that's going to be like the big area where we'll have all of our what is it called? The main auditorium, the main get together for everything.
Stadium?
The stadium. And then we'll have the other convention center, and there's probably going to be a lot of stuff going on there. But they're right next to each other, so they're within walking distance, which is awesome because we'll be in both. And then, so the Airbnb that we have found is brand new. These people haven't even put it on the market yet. They just closed purchasing one of them, and they're closing on the second one. They bought 2 right next to each other, and they're going to close on those really soon. And so then she's just waiting on the permit to be able to rent them out. So she's keeping in close touch with me, and I've already told her the dates, and she said as soon as they get the permits, they will black out those dates for us. I went ahead and reserved it for 5 nights, so the 20th through the 25th, just to give everybody traveling days. If you need to come in on a different day, that's totally fine. But just know that we've got it so far reserved from the 20th to the 25th. She says it can sleep 8. So there's 2 bedrooms. There's one with a king bed, and there's 2 queens. Then there's a loft, which is she's going to get me some more pictures so I can see how private the loft is. Then there's air mattresses and a pull-out couch. So I was trying to figure one of the things we were having a hard time with is trying to find a place where we could give 2 couples a little bit more privacy, because there's going to be me and Thomas and a baby, and then Ember and Laren. And Ember, are you bringing? I'm sure you're going to bring baby, aren't you?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. So I was trying to figure out a little bit of how to give the couples with possible babies a little bit more privacy. I'm hoping that the loft is, because I asked her, I explained that to the gal, and I said we've got 2 couples, so we're trying to find a little bit of privacy. So hopefully the loft is more private as well, since there's 2 queens in the other room. So anyway, I will figure out all the details on that, but I'm really excited about it. So I don't quite have numbers just yet as far as cost. So because like I said, this is brand new and they're figuring out everything. But she quoted me $1,100 for 3 nights. So that would be split up between the 8 of us. So which was really, really reasonable for just 3 nights. But then I'm going to ask her, okay, well, what's 5 nights? And see if she can do anything. And since we're her very first guests and they're just getting started on this, I think we're going to be able to get a really good deal. So anyway, I will keep you guys posted on everything, and then we'll just, like, Thomas and I will put it on our credit card. We'll get commitments from you guys, and then we can pay for that and be all set. So okay, and I will, as I've got a few pictures I'll put in our convention chat. And as I get more pictures, I'll let you know. Hold on, Mitzi's got a question. Go ahead, Mitzi.
When do you need confirmation from me about the Airbnb, like payments, or when do we need that?
As soon as we have everything finalized, basically I know you're coming. And yeah, I would love confirmation from everybody, knowing that you want to come and you want to do this. But I also know people are probably going to want to know bottom line, how much it's going to cost. So as soon as I get that, we'll just do confirmation and get everything solidified. And that's why I made the renewed convention chat, so that I can update you guys, and then we can go, okay, who is for sure coming? So yeah, we'll do that really soon. I'm so excited. It's going to be so great, guys. Okay. So here's the other thing I wanted to dive into. I wanted to talk about our systems. So you guys have heard me talk about this for like 4 weeks. I've been talking nonstop about systems. And as I've been taking the Bob Heilig training, I've been soaking it up and absolutely loving it. Last Thursday was really, really good. And he really broke down systems and their importance. And so I've decided to simplify things, because I feel like some of our units in the renewed Facebook page are a little bit too much. I feel like they're a little too confusing. So here's the 2 main ones that I want to simplify. I want to simplify the power of 3, and I want to simplify our weekly check-in. So here's what I plan to do for the power of 3. As just listening more and more to Bob Heilig, he said basically pick 3 to 5 things that you focus on that grow your business. And one thing that he really said that stood out to me was social media, posting on social media, doing your stories. Because here's the story he shared. Okay, I'm going to share this story with you because it was This is how it impacted me because I could relate with it so much. So here's what he said. He said when he first got started, he was like, okay, I got to get on Facebook. I got to get on Facebook. I got to post every day. And then somebody was like, dude, you're not an Instagram? Get an Instagram, man. You don't know what you're doing. You got to get an Instagram. So he was like, okay. So he gets into Instagram. He starts posting there and posting on Facebook. And he's like, I'm not really getting a whole lot of traction, little things here and there, but not a lot of traction. Somebody said, oh, well, you're not posting in stories. You got to do stories. So he starts doing stories in Instagram, stories in Facebook, posting in Facebook, posting in Instagram. He's still not getting a whole lot of traction, a little bit here and there, but not a whole lot. Then somebody was like, LinkedIn is where it's at. You have got to get into LinkedIn. So now he's posting in Facebook, posting in Instagram, posting in stories, posting in Facebook stories, and posting in LinkedIn. And he's exhausted. He's like, this is ridiculous. I can't keep this up. I can't keep doing this. This is absolutely ridiculous. And so when he started realizing is what he's doing is marketing. Marketing's great. We need marketing. We need to do marketing. But marketing is not working our business. It's attraction marketing. It's great. We do need to post and do these things, but that's not the nuts and bolts of our business. What are the 3 nuts and bolts of our business? It's prospecting, which is doing the scary thing and reaching out to people. It's following up with our prospects. And then it's checking in and guiding our current ambassadors and customers. Those 3 things, that's what grows our business. Then those 3 things are what need to happen first. We must prospect, we must follow up with our prospects consistently, and we must check in and guide our current ambassadors and customers. That's it. Those 3 things. Then we can post for the day. Then we can look into our marketing and practice our marketing and put information out there and start sharing stuff. But unless those 3 things are done, we're not working our business. So that's what I wanted to simplify the power of 3. I wanted to break it down. What is the power of 3? The power of 3 is prospecting, following up with our prospects, and guiding our new ambassadors and customers. That's the power of 3. And then let's look at marketing and what are the great things to do with marketing. But before you're allowed to do marketing, before you're allowed to give yourself that permission to do marketing, make sure your power of 3 is done. So that was so good for me to hear. It was such a good story because I'm like, that's exactly how I felt. It was like, do Facebook, do Instagram, do LinkedIn, do Snapchat, do everything else. And I'm like, I can't do it all. But then when he broke it down like that, I was like, okay, those are the 3 things. That is simplified. And that should be our power of 3 system. So that was awesome. So I'm going to simplify the power of 3. I'm going to talk about what is the power of 3, and then let's talk about marketing, social marketing, attraction marketing, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to simplify that system to. And then I really wanted to simplify our weekly check-in. And I wanted to simplify those questions. A lot of those questions are great. The weekly check-in has some deep questions, and it's a great time for reflection, for personal reflection. And I really liked them because it makes me think and really think through, what am I learning from top leaders? What do I see that I need to start implementing in my own life, or take heed of, basically, pay attention to. But for our weekly check-in, I feel like there's really only 3 questions we need to ask ourselves to be able to encourage one another. So here's what I'm going to change the weekly check-in questions to. I'd like to change them to, what's the best thing that happened to you this week? Because I feel like that really starts us off being positive. So what's the best thing that happened to you this week? Did you accomplish your goal? So that's number 2. That's question number 2. Did you accomplish your goal? Then, if yes, what worked? So let's break it down. Okay, if yes, if you did accomplish your goal, what worked for you? What do you need to keep repeating? What worked for you? But if the answer is no, then what did you learn? Let's break down what we're learning. Okay, so this didn't work for me. What did I learn? It's not a failure. It's not, it's not like, okay, I'm just going to throw my hands up because no, I didn't accomplish my goal. Let's break it down and figure out what we learned. So just those 3 questions. best thing that happened to you this week? Did you accomplish your goal? If yes, what worked? If no, what did you learn? So I'm going to break that down for our weekly check-in. And that's it. So that's the way we can go through all of us, and we can really encourage one another and keep each other accountable. So it can be, we could really accomplish this in 15 minutes. So the rest of the questions, I'm going to still have those questions, those deeper questions from the weekly check-in. I'm going to keep those in units, and those can be for your personal reflection for the week. So that Sunday, Sunday night, as you're prepping for your week and you're planning what you're going to do, you can go through those questions and just kind of be like, what am I learning? What do I really need to focus on? Those kind of things. You can have a personal reflection time. But as far as what we share with each other and what we're going to be doing in the 15 minutes after our team Zoom, we're really going to focus in on just those 3 questions so that we can get through and actually all talk and all encourage one another. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to post that. All right. Yay, 427. Let me open it up for questions, comments about anything. If you guys, whatever's on your mind. It doesn't have to be about what we just talked about, but give me your input. If you have ideas, I'm just going to open it up and y'all let me know. Let me see here. Hold on. Okay. So go ahead and raise your hand or wave at me if you have any input or questions or anything like that.
Yes, I have one question.
Go ahead, Mitzi.
I'm curious about January 26th. I think that is the final day for a double credit to earn. So when we have people sign up, so how does that work?
So right now, that's for the convention contest. So for the convention contest, they're doing double credits. So I think right now, if you sign up a new ambassador, you get 100 credits. So on January 26th, that will go back to only 50 credits. So it's just kind of this, hey, convention contest just started, get excited, here's our gift to you, it's double credits. So that's what they're doing right now. Now, last year, they did both a double credit at the beginning and a double credit at the end. So I'm hoping they'll do it twice because those double credits really help, but that's what that's all about. And it ends January 26th, those double credits.
Okay, I'll try to make that work if I can.
Yes. All right, Linda, go ahead.
So I'm wondering, when I go on the internet, okay, and I go to plexusworldwide.com and I log in,
right.
Where is my best place to start? As far as, should I just start at the top and start opening up the folders or the information and start reading, or is there a best process,
Yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to screen share with you really quick, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So here we are. Here's my page. I'm going to click into the virtual office. Can you see that okay?
Well, trying to here. Just a minute. Okay.
Yeah, but for what, Linda?
You're talking about?
Just to get more information, just to learn more about the business.
Yep. So my suggestion is do you see right here where it says Training Center, where my cursor?
Yes.
So go over to Resource Library.
Yes.
And work through these tabs. See where it says Start Here, Start Now?
Yes.
Click here, and there's all kinds of different things. So just start right here, where it says Live It, Love It, Track It, and see what that is. Click it open and look at it, get familiar with it so you know what each one leads to.
Okay.
Watch the video about the fast start training. You know what that is. Just a second.
Yep.
Let's see. Hang on just a second. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I got loud there for a minute. Just go through. My biggest suggestion is going through and watching each one so that you know what it is and what the information is. And you will learn as you go through it. Product overview, establishing healthy lifetime habits, how to start Plexus products, learn popular products, video on Triplex, video on BioCleanse and when to take it. Ambassador support calendar. What is this? This shows you exactly what's happening. Always click English there. What is happening on the Plexus Ambassador page and the Plexus Worldwide page. And right down here is kind of breaks things down for as far as all the challenges that are happening, and you can click on them and have direct links to each and every challenge that's going on. Then right down here, the orange dots are the English Zoom call, Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The English recording, they always send out a recording. U.S. Ambassador Community, Facebook Live, U.S. Hispanic, and then the Plexus Worldwide Facebook page, Opportunity Call. This opportunity call is excellent to invite potentials to. So this calendar is invaluable. It's also, I've also put this calendar on our Facebook page. If you go to our Facebook page, there it is. Oh, that's our chat. Boom. Right here in this right here, this picture right here, Linda,
Okay.
you can click on it. That's why it says click here to see comments and more info. You click right here, and I have listed in the comments, click and see comments. And you can scroll down, and here I've put, this is our renewed calendar, all the team Zooms, the deaf Zooms that are going on. Mitzi did a deaf power hour. And then here's the worldwide events. This leads you to the Plexus Worldwide page. This is the ambassador page. And then this is the calendar. Okay. So all that info is right here in our Facebook page as well. And I do that every single month. Every month this is available for you guys to check out and have the info too. Okay. So that's on our Facebook page. And then, but back here, I just encourage you to go through each one so that you know what that is, you know what the information is. And you don't have to do it all in one day, just work through it. Yeah. So, and then just keep going. Once you've done the get started, click the next one. Okay. Here's our steering system. Here's our scripts workbook, so you can have wording at the drop of a hat. Oh yes. Yep. All this is right here in your virtual office. This is, so again, it's under Training Center and Resource Library. Okay. And Resource Library. Okay. That'll be helpful. Thank you. Absolutely. Because I know I went through a lot of things on the page, but I thought, there's got to be a process that's the best route to go, the best. Yes, and I'm going to be adding that to our systems as well. And going into those units, you know where to find the units on our Facebook page? Not sure. Give me 2 seconds. Here we go. Hold on. Where are you, Facebook? Oh, here you are. There we go. Okay. So right here, this is our. Hold on just a second. Oh my goodness, yeah. You got a lot of background noise. Yes. So right here on our Renewed Gut Health Matters Facebook page, right over here, Linda, to the left is units. You see where my cursor is? Click on units. And then all through here is training. Here's our weekly check-in information. Here's the resources for our deaf. Here's testimonies to grab and send to people. Ingredient information. And there's only one in here. We're still building it. Or there's 2 in there. Some health tips from Ricky James. This is your customer and ambassador how-to. If you have a brand new customer, so you can click in here And this is how to adjust your subscription. And I have little videos here. You can tag your new people in here.
Oh, thank you.
If they are not on Facebook, you can text message or email these to people. Just save them to your phone and you can message them.
Okay.
And then this is our working ambassador how-to. You're going to click here. And this is welcome pack and subscription flyer, how to enroll an ambassador. Then Mitzi comes alongside me and she puts in, she interprets these posts for her team. So you'll see Mitzi interpreting it as well. How your potential decides how to join Plexus. Here's the info on that. If somebody's like, I don't know if I really want to sign up as an ambassador, what's the different ways? This is great info. Messages, more messages that you can save in your phone and have handy if you're messaging somebody and working that IPA. Here's some social media posting ideas. Remember that these are just ideas and that this should be done last after our IPA. And here's our power of 3. That's going to be changing really quick. We're just going to simplify it. Okay. So that's where those units are.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. It's a great question. And we're still getting end of January is my goal to have things much more smooth to where when we have a new person coming on or even just an ambassador that wants to start working, maybe they've been plugged in for a while and they want to start working, we have a smoother way of saying, okay, here's how to start. Start in units and here's where you can start in your in your virtual office. And kind of walk through them. And it's not a bad idea to do it with them and be like, hey, you want to meet up, virtually on Wednesdays and, Wednesday nights or whatever, and we can go through the resource library together. We'll just go through a couple. I'll show you where some stuff is so that they have an idea. That is true onboarding with our ambassadors and helping them onboard correctly. And you're going to really hold their hand for about 3 months. Which I have not been great about, but I'm going to learn how to do it better. So that's part of our systems and getting this solidified. But awesome questions. Anybody else? Wave at me or you have comments or input on all of that? Okay. Oh, hold on. Go for it, Ember.
I do actually. So I haven't found. I don't know how far there. I think I'm caught up on the Bob Heilig trainings, and I haven't found anything helpful. Like I found some clarifying and affirming kind of thoughts, but so far I don't know if he's going to get to it next. But the systems that. So I don't know if he's doing this free training to get us to buy the systems that he's saying that he's going to provide in this, but I kind of feel like that is what we need to do with ours. I think that's kind of what's been holding me back or what I've been wanting to implement.
Right.
And I feel like you and I are now on the same page like that. We know what we need to do next.
Right.
I'm just hoping Bob Heilig's gonna.
So here's my input on that and what I think is going to happen. He's leading this training is to really start opening people's eyes to where they are as a leader, and figuring out where they're going, where they want to go, what their bigger goal is. You and I kind of already know what our bigger goals are. But I didn't fully know where I was as a leader. When I took the leadership quiz and found out where I was as a leader, it made a whole lot of sense to me. So it was super, super helpful to take the quiz that he did. You got to understand, he's not going to give all of his system processes out. That's going to be inside the Leadership Legacy Academy.
I figured,
Yeah, he's not going to give it all out. So this is to kind of, like you said, it's for clarity. It's figuring out where you are as a leader. Are you just getting started? Do you have a team? All that kind of thing. And then he's going to start breaking down the process in the Legacy Leadership Academy, which we will have to pay for if we want it. I am leaning towards doing that and getting involved in the Legacy Leadership Academy because it's a 12-month and work at your own pace, and there's going to be something new just once a month. And I'm like, okay, I feel like I can handle that because I would really like to know a few more of the processes. But here's the thing. We already know the processes that we need to do. He's going to clarify he's going to clarify a lot more as far as leading our team and those that are our builders. But when it comes to the nitty gritty, Plexus has handed it to us on a silver platter. It's the send, share, invite. That's our process for onboarding, for getting people to sign up. And it's just a matter of breaking that down. It's my personal opinion. It's just a matter of breaking that down and making sure that that's very clear. And just like Brooke Hemingway said at Super Saturday, it's going to be 3 products for 3 months, and you're going to walk your people through it for 3 months. So it's a lot of follow-up. It's a lot of follow-up. But once they know the system, once they know how their health products work, then you can kind of kick them out of the nest and let them fly. And that's what I'm gathering.
Where I was going is I want our team to be a real business. I want you and I to be able to, and Mitzi and whoever's running the business, to be able to step away for a month and it's still growing.
Right. And we can do that with our systems, where I can say, instead of me copying and pasting and sending everything to Linda, for example, I'm showing her exactly where to go. This is where you go. This is what you read. This is how I learned it. It's right here with us in our virtual office and in our units. I'm providing it even in a system where you can tag your people and they can walk through it. And then also when Christy joined in and she said that she wanted to start working this, I put Christy and Christina Riggs that just joined. I said, here's our renewed leaders chat. So if I cannot answer a question for you, hop in here. We are a team and we support each other. This is where you can find information. And as soon as I did, Christy Riggs was like, can I still be in the renewed challenge? And everybody was like, absolutely, here's the link, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't have to do anything. So that's what I'm talking about. Those type of systems where we can tag people. Now, you got to understand, we're not going to be able to force anybody to do anything. I can't force people to talk to me. I can't force people to take their products. I can't force people to work this business. But I can guide them and show them, and I can hand them the tools. And I can follow up. That is going to be our biggest key. I'm going to tag you in the customer units. This is how you place your order. This is how you cancel it. This is how you do this. And then in a week, or 5-10 days before your order goes out, hey, how's it going? Do you need to adjust anything? Don't forget, in units, that's how you adjust stuff. Then with our new ambassadors that come on and they're wanting to build, this is where you start. Power of 3. This is working your business. This is what it looks like. Go grab a coffee, commit to 2 hours, sit down. You're going to contact people. Let me help you with your list. Let me show you the list that's supposed to jog your memory. People that you know with kids in school and people that hairdressers and all that kind of stuff. This is how we break it down. This is how we make a list. And then 3 days later, how's your list going? To where that follow-up process, I know exactly what to do. I'm just following up and checking in on them, but I'm not holding their hand because we have what we tag them in and we have the system that we know works. Does that help? Okay. But there is stuff. I know Bob Heilig is going to bring out some really great systems as far as the more people that we get, especially the ones that are on this chat right now. Like, you guys are the core. You guys wanting to work this. You guys are looking to do this thing. He's going to have even more accountability for those of us who really want that accountability, how to do it. Emily Gibson, when he gave that example, Ember, I was like, that's it. Like, Emily Gibson was so overwhelmed, top of the company, and was so overwhelmed. She's like, I can't sustain this. I can't do this anymore. And everyone thinks I'm wonderful. And Bob said, here's what
it was a couple months ago that I sent you her.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. And that was the beginning too, because I'm like working through this process because I'm thinking the same thing. I don't want to work a job. I want the gift that is network marketing, which is residual income, where I can work 2 hours a day and make more than full-time income because it's residual income. That's the beauty, that's the gift of network marketing. It's a beautiful thing. And not only that, icing on the cake, I get to help people get healthy and stay healthy and be themselves again. I mean, that's the whole reason I'm here. So yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I want our businesses to be able to work, to have systems. So if you guys have feedback on systems, what has helped you, let me know. But I really feel like Plexus has given it to us, especially watching Super Saturday when they're like, because sometimes I get really overwhelmed. I get really stuck on the triplex. I get really stuck. People have to be on the triplex. They might want energy, but they have to be on the triplex. I've really been able to step away from that a little bit and be like, what do people want? If they are wanting energy, I'm going to focus in on the slim, active, and MetaBurn. The slim, I'm going to focus in on what people need. Just 3 products. Let's focus on 3 products to get them feeling better so that then they can come back and we can start talking about more products. Because, I mean, I take like 10, but that's not feasible for everybody to take 10 right off the bat. So let's focus in. I loved it. 3 products, 3 months. We're going to help them walk through it because we have a system. The biggest time taker is that follow-up. But in all reality, when we've been like, hey, here's how you do this, here's how you do this, it's totally easy access, and then we just make it a point to send that message of, okay, don't forget, your order is going to send in 5 days. Is there anything you need to adjust on that? How are you doing with your products? And we're plugging them in to resources. And the renewed team page, I want that to be a resource for customers to be able to go, I don't like MetaBurn. It's giving me heartburn. I hate this. What am I supposed to do? And people can come on and go, oh, have you tried it with food? Have you tried it without food? And give those tips to where we can plug people into that. And that's a resource too. So anyway, I'm not going to go on and on about that, about everything. But absolutely, I agree with you 100%, Ember. And I think that we're figuring it out. I think that and January is when I'm like, okay, end of January, I really want these systems in place to where we can easily tag people and have this system to where we're not constantly on our phone and constantly answering questions and constantly where we can be like, I'm here 2 hours in the morning or 2 hours in the evening and I'm answering questions and following up. I've done my post, maybe I do take 30 minutes in the middle of the day and do my post, but then I can put my phone down and walk away and be with my family and homeschool my kids and do that kind of thing. So absolutely. So I think we're getting there. And I really appreciate you guys' input and your support and how much you've taught me. So I'm really excited about this. And it's like 4:50, so I've really gone over. I'm sorry. I just keep talking. But thank you, Ember. I appreciate all of your input and your heart and your desire. So I'm excited. All right. I am going to let you guys go unless you want to stay on for our weekly check-in really quick. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to push pause here, stop the recording. So let me just say thank you to everyone for watching the rewatch and for hanging out with us. Obviously, you can tell we are very passionate about working this business. It's absolutely amazing. Network marketing is a beautiful, beautiful gift. So if you're still skeptical, keep watching, keep asking questions, and let us show you what is possible. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday evening. I'm going to stop recording now.